Hey everyone, so welcome back to my channel. This weekend I'm going to have my first outfit of the day of 2016. So make sure you guys subscribe if you want to see that. I'm really excited and I hope you guys like my outfit. But today I wanted to do a video about working at Sephora, and this video is no way, shape, or form going to be bashing Sephora. I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of my experience and why I quit within a month. So if you want to continue to watch this video, please stay tuned. All right, so pretty much I went online. I have a friend that works at Sephora, so I was just like, fuck it, why not? Back in like maybe August, September, I realized that I needed some more income, especially Christmas was coming up. I was trying to pay off like credit card debt and stuff like that. So I was like, I need some more money, and it was getting kind of hard. So I've been working in the library for about 11 years, and it's technically the only job that I ever had. So I was like, let me branch out and try something new because, like I've been saying in the last couple of videos, I've been enjoying makeup, and it's been a rewarding experience. So I was like, let me try Sephora because it seemed like a cool place to work. So I went online and I applied, and it was really easy process. I changed around my resume to fit what Sephora was looking for. So the position that I applied for was an overnight position to do stocking. And I've never been in a workplace that required physical labor, like lifting big boxes and like I said, I work in the library, so yes, of course I shelve books, but I never knew what was really going to happen when I was in the situation. So the interview was really, really good. I had a group interview, and I never been in that before. And pretty much in a group interview, I would want to say, long story short, don't jump to answer all the questions. Let other people talk. But for me, it was easy to answer the questions, and I was the only person to get hired out of the three of us. I actually did not even like the people that I did the interview with because I thought they was kind of rude, and I felt like they kept on piggybacking off my answers, and they did not want to answer first, so I would have to jump in and answer because it was like an awkward silence. But they were kind of worried because, like I said, I do work at a library, so they were just like, well, you're already full time, you already working like full-time hours. And I was just like, well, I have a lot of free time. Like, I honestly do have a lot of free time. So I was just like, and it's overnight, so it shouldn't conflict with each other. So they did give me a chance, and I really did appreciate that. So when you do get, I guess, pre-hired, that you have to talk one-on-one with the manager, the director of the store. So that went really, really good. We sat in the middle of the mall, and she just asked me one question, honestly. And we just had a casual conversation, and she really liked me. She liked my energy, she liked my vibe. And I did tell her that I do YouTube videos sometimes, and I would love to get into makeup and learn more about it. So that process was smooth. That was easy. I was really excited at that point because I just felt really good going into the situation. Now, I didn't hear from them for about a good 2 weeks. And I was just like, well, damn, did they fire me or something like that? So when I called the store, I was just like, I haven't heard anything about coming into my orientation. And it was like, oh yeah, your orientation is da 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 day. So I was like, okay. So I changed around my work schedule to fit around Sephora's work schedule. No problem. So I went to my orientation. Orientation was good. You pretty much have to go through this welcome to Sephora. It's like Sephora University, kind of. Yeah, that's what pretty much what they call it, Sephora University. And you go through this whole booklet. You should watch a couple of videos. Ours had a lot of technical difficulties, so we never really got through the videos, but we got through pretty much the whole book. And so you're supposed to go through 2 8-hour trainings, but ours was like 4 hours, and I guess we were supposed to do four because everyone had such different time schedules, such different things that no one could honestly meet up all at the same time. So once again, I didn't hear from them for about a week or so. So I called the store, and I was just like, is everything okay? I never got a call for my schedule or when I was coming back for second orientation, they were like, "Oh, you didn't check the schedule?" I was like, no, I don't have a way to check the schedule because I didn't have an employee number that time." They were like, "Oh yeah, you're working Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night." And I was just like, okay. So like my friend always said, "That's Sephora, that's Sephora, that's Sephora." Like it was no like I'm used to having a set schedule, or if my schedule is changed, it's known way ahead of time. So I'm used to a certain kind of way of working. But for them, I felt like they were kind of all over the place. So I didn't like that for me personally. So and you will only know your schedule a week ahead. And I know it's retail. You really never know what you're going up against. You may work 10 hours one week, you may work 30 hours another week. But I was just there for the experience. I didn't know. I felt like I didn't know any better. I felt like I went into the situation dumb and I should have been more educated about it, because that could have saved a lot of us, a lot of time and a lot of energy. So I never had a second job before. So that was my first time ever working somewhere besides the library. So my first official day, it was like no training. You just went and you did the work. There was honestly maybe like 60 boxes in the back room. You have to take all the boxes, put it on this thing that you push. I don't even know what it's called. And then you bring it out to the floor. All the boxes had like 30 different products in it. You had Tarte, Benefit, Anastasia, Black Up, did all these fucking little products in this box. You had to open every single one of them. Then we had these bins and we had to separate all of them. So instead of the people who mailed the boxes to us separating them, like having all Tarte products in one box, all Anastasia products in one box, no. So that was maybe an hour of sorting. Then you had to find a section of the store that you wanted to work in. And typically I worked in color. So I had to put everything. Mind you, every little thing, everything is this small. I have the worst eyes in the world. I never even thought having to read 67 different labels. Every fucking thing had a different name, but they all looked the same. And I was just like, are you kidding me? Like, my damn eyes hurt, my damn legs hurt, my damn back hurt. Mind you guys, I'm 27 years old. I never experienced this much pain besides if I was going to the gym or doing other things. But you know, I never experienced that much pain from working. So, maybe that took us like 4 hours to do. And then like the last 30 minutes, we had to compile all the trash and like throw the trash out in the dumpster. So that was like my first day, and I was complaining the entire time. And I honestly, that's the only thing I regret about doing it, because I complained so much that night. I was so tired. I was so tired. I was so tired. I cannot express to you that much. I've never been that tired before in my life. And I knew them people hated me. I knew they were going to be like, this girl is not going to make it. So then one night, it was only like three of us working, the lead, my friend, and me. And then the lady was like, do you want to stay till 3 o'clock in the morning? I was like, no, I'm not staying till 3 o'clock in the morning. I have a hair appointment at 8 a.m. So then she ended up telling my friend that I don't think your friend wants to work here. Her energy was off. And I was telling my friend, like, you know, I didn't like that part, because for me that wasn't professional. And I don't want like a lead to be talking to my friend about me. Yes, she knew that we was friends. And then another thing was, they made it seem like you couldn't act like you were friends with someone. And that's another thing, because I'm so used to working in an environment where we spread so much fucking love all day long and joke around with each other, that when it was brought to my attention that I couldn't be friends with my friend, I didn't understand that. Like, I was really turned off about it. And then so I pulled her off to the side and I was just like, well, if you ever feel like you have an issue with me or something that's going on, please come and talk to me, because I don't want you to talk to my friend about it. And I told her I did want to work there and I'm going to work as hard as I can. And I apologize if she feels like my energy was off. I was honestly just very tired because I work two jobs. This is not my only job. So that was squash. Like, I love my girl to death, and I just kept it moving. So like I said, I was fucking tired, yo. I could not do it, and I did it maybe like 4 or 5 more times. And what really like put the icing on the cake was one night we were working, and I came into work, and everything was good. We were like separating all the boxes and stuff, and they were like, well, you guys can't be on your phones, because typically if there's no one in the store, you would have your headphones in and you just be vibing. It just makes the time go by faster because there's no one in the store. You sitting on the floor, you sitting on the chair, and that's something I would do because number one, I'm 5'9", so all the things, everything that you need is on the fucking bottom row, and I ain't had time for that. Like, my back was hurting. I grabbed a chair. So she was like, you can't sit on the ground, nor can you have your phone. And I was like, oh Lord. And that's it, y'all. I'm out of here. Because if you want me to stand up for 6 hours and not sit down and having to bend down, and like at one point, for some reason, I had like hurt my knee. So having the chair was really, really good for me because I wasn't putting so much pressure on my knees. But no one knew that. But I knew that my legs were fucking hurting every single night because I had hurt my knee at a party. So when she said that, I was like, okay, I gotta quit because I just honestly did not like it. The values, I appreciated. They gave really good discounts. But you'll walk into the store, some people would say hi to you, other people will not speak to you at all. I walked in the back room, I said hello to people, boop, they just on their phone. I would never do that. I've never been that rude. If someone speaks to me, I'm going to speak to them. And you walk into a room, what you're supposed to say, you're supposed to say hello no matter what. You don't just walk into a room and not say anything. That's not courtesy. That's not nice. So that's another thing I did not like. So then, long story short, it took, honestly, from the day that I quit, because I was out at a party with one of my friends, and I was like, if my check hits, I'm going to quit. I'm done. So maybe like a week before, I guess we were supposed to get our check, they have this thing called Dayforce where you are supposed to put in your account information. And I put in my account information, but I put something in wrong. Instead of putting my account number, no, actually, instead of putting my routing number, I put my wire number. So when I was at the party, I saw on Dayforce that my check had hit. So I probably got like 3 checks from Sephora. So I was like, yeah, we was turning up. I was like, I'm quitting. And the party about to start. I mean, that night, oh my God, I got to tell y'all a story. That's another video. So anyway, so that morning, I checked my bank account. There was no Sephora check in there. So I was like, oh my gosh, like, what the fuck happened? I already had made up my mind that I was going to quit. My mama was telling me to quit. She was like, you don't need that job. If anything, I got you. You don't need that job. Just quit. So I called them and I was just like, I know we got paid today, but for some odd reason, I didn't get my check. And I didn't know at the time that I had put in the wrong routing number. So she was like, well, I know you got your check because it says it on here that we deposited. And I said, honestly, I didn't. Y'all, I didn't get my check until a month later. These people was yelling at me, talking about some, I know you got that check. You need to get a branch manager to write you a letter and to tell you to tell them that you never received the check. I was like, why would I lie about receiving a fucking $230 check? Like, it's really not that serious for me to lie and say that I never got it, but I honestly didn't. It was to the point where I had to screenshot my bank account and email it to the store so they can see around that time period that I never got the check. And then they were just like, so they were like, okay, you'll have your check next week. Next week rolled around, didn't get it. You'll have your check in 2 weeks. Well, it's not my fault that you didn't get your check. You're the one that put the wrong wire routing number on it. So I'm stuck in the middle. Mind you, I did not raise my voice not one time at these people. I was just like, what can I do to make this situation better? They were like, they can put my money on a card or they can put my money on a check. I was like, I honestly want a check, but whatever you feel comfortable, whatever's going to be quicker for you, I'm open to it because I know they was tired of me and I know I was tired of them. So I didn't get my check. I probably quit the end of October. I didn't get my check. No, I quit. Yeah, I quit the end of October. I didn't get my check till December 5th. Like, I'll never forget that because I had got paid from the library. And of course, they called me. It was like, oh, your check is here. So, yeah, I didn't want this video to be that long, but it's fucking almost 20 minutes long. It was just too much. Like calling, trying to get my schedule, telling them that I worked another job. I didn't want to work Fridays and Saturdays. I can only work one Friday or one Saturday. They didn't respect that. So I wasn't going to waste their time and I didn't want them to waste my time because I knew exactly at that point that the fit wasn't for me. I need a working environment where I can control my schedule, control what I do because that's what I do at my current job, opposed to having someone tell me what I can do and what I can't do. I don't like that. Call it what it is. Call me spoiled, selfish, bougie, but you should know when you're in a position that you don't like to get out of it. Not to work somewhere because you need to or you have to. I don't have time for that. I'm 27 years old, so at some point you should know like, okay, this is not for me. I'm not gonna be killing myself to come to work every day. I don't honestly know how people work two jobs. I know people do it. I know some people even work three jobs, but for me, I like my sanity. I like having my freedom. And long story short, it took me a month to realize I didn't need it. I wanted it and I wanted the money, but it wasn't really worth it because I wasn't even getting paid that much in the first place. So, long story short, yes, it's a great company to work for because they have great discounts. But would I ever work retail again? No. Hopefully this video helps some people knowing when you're going into retail, you never know what you're gonna get. Um you are gonna work with rude ass people. That's something I was just not used to. And yeah, but like I said, it was a great experience. I'm happy that I did it. Would I ever do it again? No. Am I happy that it's over? Yes. Do I appreciate Sephora for hiring me? Definitely. Because I did learn a lot that I know that every workplace is different and that it's not going to be peaches and cream. And I am very blessed to have the job that I do have now. And y'all pray for me because I find out if I'm going to get a promotion soon enough. So, yeah, that's my why I quit Sephora in a month video. Bye.